I am Julia Baum. I am 19 years of age. I'm a political science major with a minor in philosophy and leadership studies. I am from Broomfield, Colorado. I chose CU Boulder because it has a beautiful campus and PLC was actually my main decision maker in the college decision-making process. I had applied to a few schools on the East Coast and I really liked them all, but as soon as I got into President's Leadership class, I decided to go to CU Boulder because my mom was in PLC as well, and she said that it was life-changing and basically the best thing she's ever done for her career, and so I decided I couldn't pass up on that opportunity. So I have a lot of passions, and I think my main one is coffee. And as an avid coffee lover, I've decided that Dunkin' Donuts is better than Starbucks any day of the week for the price, for the flexibility, and for the accessibility, you know? Like, there's no stigma around going to Dunkin' Donuts, you know? So for that reason, Dunkin' Donuts is superior to Starbucks. I think being able to communicate efficiently and logically and with personality has allowed me to have opportunities, whether that be creating new relationships with my peers or finding opportunities like internships or positions of leadership because I don't know, I can effectively communicate with other people and relay what my ideas are, what my beliefs are, while still being relatable and yeah. Okay, I think a skill that I can improve upon is being more concise in my statements. As you can see, I've had like really long statements in answers to these questions, and so I think I can be better at relaying a lot of information in a shorter amount of time. So communication is a foundation of PLC because it's the only way that leaders communicate with other leaders, leaders communicate with the people around them, and how like peers interact with each other. And so when you're relaying ideas, especially in like high stakes situations or when you're making big decisions, you have to be able to communicate your ideas clearly and concisely and make sure that there's a level of respect in the levels of communication so that there's no hard feelings. I think the hardest part about being transparent in communication is disagreeing with other people. If you have disagreements with other people's ideas, how to be honest about your opinion and also how you feel about their opinions. Yeah, just making sure that you stand up for what you believe and making sure you do that in a respectful manner. Well, I think that leadership, a really important aspect of leadership is making sure that you know you're not better than anybody else and making sure that you stay humble as to know that your ideas are no better than anybody else's. And so you still take into consideration everybody else's ideas and making it so that you're not the center of attention. You might just be like the spokesperson perhaps, you're more of like a face to the program than the actual program. Well, I think you need to take time to look at how far you've come in your accomplishments and realize like, oh, I'm very happy with how I have dealt with this or how I've had this internship or this experience or this leadership opportunity. And you can do that and you can stay humble with that by recognizing who helped you get there and like how it's changed you for the better, what skills you've learned, but also making sure you know that, just knowing that you weren't the only one that got there, that you had other people help you in order to have those accomplishments. I think poor communication can really destroy leaders and relationships because it doesn't allow for people to be honest about what they want. And so if somebody doesn't relay what their actual opinion is, they can end up being resentful towards their fellow peer, student, or the leader in that position. And so I think that having strong communication diminishes the negative effects that can come from not being completely honest and respectful. PLC has vastly improved my communication skills because I'm allowed to talk to my fellow students and also the pro staff about so many different issues and very emotionally charged issues. And at the level of each of those conversations is respect, and the environment in PLC is not hostile. Everybody's opinions are welcome and cherished, and I think that has really helped my communication skills in allowing me to be comfortable sharing my opinions.